Hardcoreboxingnews, and that's what's up, man.
Hey, Dad. This is $1.
And that's what's up, man. Okay,
Hey, Dad.
you gonna come on here and just break news just like that, huh?
This is $1.
Hey, it's your boy Jay Hardcoreboxingnews. What you got going on, bro? We out of here. Hey, it's your boy Jay Hardcoreboxingnews, and I'm here with Franchon, crews-dezurn. How you doing today, sis?
I am amazing. I'm here. I am present. How are you?
I'm keeping it simple. I'm going to be truthfully honest. I'm keeping it real simple at this point in my life.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
All right. Well, I tell you what, I like to jump right in it. My first question is, why boxing? Why did you get into boxing?
Well, boxing chose me. I did not choose this life, but I used to be a great street fighter. I used to fight girls and boys. So combat, yeah, like combat and physical activity wasn't new to me. I only knew about like the mainstream boxers, Tyson. I didn't even know about women's boxing, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And at Divine Order, I just wanted to lose weight for singing. My mentor said I need to lose weight. So I was like, okay. I stayed in the studio, and then by the grace of God, one day, two of my friends said, you can lose 5 pounds in one day with boxing. And I was like, okay, take me to the gym. And I never left. And it was a great moment for me because I was a transplant from Virginia to Baltimore, Maryland. So I got in at the right time.
Nice. And you said you was a street fighter. Was you street fighting in Baltimore City?
Everywhere, Virginia, Baltimore. I mean, I had to fight in Baltimore because I was a new kid, and everybody going to try you, and I ain't no punk. So and like in Virginia, they say when guys hit you, they like you, but I don't know what it was. I don't know.
Oh, Lord.
He all my life, so guys like to try me.
Yeah, I know how it is. I came from D.C. to Baltimore. You know what I mean? It wasn't by decision. The courts made me come here after I got out. So they made me come here to Baltimore, and it was definitely a big difference from D.C. for sure.
But I'm blessed. I'm happy.
Nice. And so you went through the amateur ranks and everything, or how did that?
Yeah, I'm one of the most decorated amateur boxers in USA boxing history.
I know, but I have to still let the people know.
As far as Baltimore, I'm historic here. Like I bought a lot. I woke boxing up here in Baltimore before it's thriving like it is now. I bought the nationals here, the international here. I'm the first ever Pan-American female. I've represented on the first ever female Pan-American team for USA. Multi-time world medalist, Olympic alternate. So, I mean, everything you could do in the amateurs, I did except go to the Olympics. And, they had weight class restrictions at the time. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I wanted to bring that out of you because I know that, but maybe some people that's been living underneath a rock don't know that. I was speaking with Heather Hardy today, and she was like, she trained for 3 weeks at her gym in Brooklyn, and they put her in a pro fight after that. So,
yeah,
everybody got a different way they showed up.
Like, I never planned to go pro. Like, I wasn't planning to go pro. I had to, kind of like Heather, I trained for 2.5. I got the call. Me and Claressa Shields were very, very familiar with each other. Like, we had just fought probably like 3 months before. And then we represented USA together 2 months before. So she was already planning to go pro. And I'm just sitting here like, well, I want to go to the Olympics. So I'm going to do a whole another 4-year cycle. And I got the call from her manager. And I was sitting on the couch, and it's like, why not YOLO, you know, because 13 girls had turned her down. So
Wow.
I believe I'm one of the best. I believe I'm the best too. You know what I'm saying? And you
Hmm.
always want to keep that competitive nature. And then the fact this girl, I don't know what she was doing, but obviously she saw something. I was like, you know what? This is a big opportunity for myself. But the closer I got to the fight, I saw this is big opportunity for women's boxing. Like, who the hell ever did this? Fighting in Vegas on Andre Ward undercard. You know, for me, knowing her, it wasn't like a huge deal. Like everyone's like, that's Claressa, two-time Olympic gold medalist. Claressa, my teammate, my rival, all of that, you know. So it was fun. It was fun.
And she's your sister as well, because I interviewed her and she speaks so highly of you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I mean, I don't have any blood sisters. I have a lot of tribe sisters. And I literally saw her like grow up in this boxing, like become who she is today. And the same for her, like there was never a blueprint exactly for her journey, but she had women before like myself that always was at the top tier, you know? And it was no blueprint for me. So I could empathize with some of the things she went through. Not all, because she, you know, she went to whole different heights, but it's always cool to have somebody that understands, that match your energy. And I'm proud of it. Like it wasn't always like that, but I never had hate in my heart because I was always secure in myself and I knew it was bigger than me. You know what I mean? But, you know, she's amazing. She's also a woman of color doing extraordinary things. So I would never, I'm at a point in my life, like, it's no need for me to tear anybody down, especially her.
Yes, yes. And that's what's up. I love the sisterhood that you all have in boxing, you know.
Her, so yay.
Yeah, she says she got an announcement coming soon. So
Oh,
I'm looking forward to seeing who she's fighting next.
yeah, me too.
Yeah, she said that half of her camp is going to be in Atlanta. And I think she said the second half supposed to be in Vegas, if I'm not mistaken.
Vegas or Florida, I think.
Okay, maybe Florida. I might got I take in so much boxing information.
Yeah,
I get to mixing it all up, you know. So I know the first leg supposed to be Atlanta.
yeah. Well, it's lit.
No doubt. And one thing I like to say, man, I've watched women boxing
Mhm.
evolve, you know, and you're definitely one of the reasons why women boxing is where it's at today.
Oh,
No, seriously, I ain't trying. I'm not saying it because you're on this line, because I'm hard, Jay Hardcore. I keep it hard, sis.
okay.
But I definitely keep it real as well. You know what I mean? Hardcore. And you are one of the reasons why women boxing is where it's at. You know what I mean? And I take my hat off to you as well. You
Thank
know,
you.
but tell me the struggles that you had in women's boxing to get to where it is and where it is for you now.
Oh, it's still a struggle. I feel as
Okay.
though I'm in a unique situation because I've been doing this so long at such a high level. Like I've been competing in, you know, world class ever since I stepped out as a pup. But back then it wasn't social media like that. It wasn't, you know, you post a sparring video and now you blow up. And, you know, it was really, you had to put in work. And when you did get noticed, it was on the strength of your work and your body of work, the things you've done. Um, you know, I was boxing when it wasn't women's boxing in the Olympics. So that was a challenge. And I'm happy for like women like Katie Taylor, myself, and, you know, I'll even shout out Mary Spencer. A lot of women from all over the world just, you know, kept rising and bringing the women's boxing and level competition up. As a professional, I started out with the loss. So people just try to write you off, but always I always had a business mindset, so I had set myself up for success because I know what's in me. But it's still the struggle. Like you can't, even now, you would think being undisputed, being so marketable, being, you know, entertaining fighter that people would knock down my doors, but I still have to fight for my worth. I have to fight for myself and fight for my career. Um, It doesn't come easy. You see Claressa, she's top tier and she still has
Yes.
to, it's just, you get grateful for the people that's in your corner. So that, people like my coaches at, I'm sorry,
Mhm.
people, my coaches down in DC, the Headbangers Gym, and my manager and partner, Peter Kahn, of course, my husband, Glenn, is my backbone,
Mhm.
but it's always a struggle, especially when you want more. I'm never content. I'm never complacent. So it's a journey.
Yeah, I love them guys down at Headbanger, Barry and Boog. Me and Boog just did an interview a couple of days ago, and man, we had a ball with it for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you got Juice, you got Jamie, Boog, Bear,
Mm-hmm.
and the guys, and it's just, it's a therapeutic place for me. Like, I train there, but it's like a second family for me.
Yeah, I haven't been down there in a while. Uh, I told Boog I'm definitely going to be getting down there real soon, because I miss going to DC a lot. I'm up here in Harford County now, so
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
sure.
yes, indeed. So yeah, women boxing has definitely evolved and everything, and I can't wait till it becomes equal, that you all get that equality, that you're able to get paid the same way as your male counterpunchers, because you all are both taking the same thing, punches to the head, you
Yeah, I
know.
mean, I'm so grateful for our foremothers who fought for us. You know, you got the Laylas, the Ann Wolfs, the ones before her.
Yes, and
You know what I
Wolf.
mean?
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm just doing my part. I see the bigger picture. Just like when I went pro, I feel like I'm at a point in my life. What's for me is always going to be for me. I know I'm that girl,
Mm-hmm.
but I
Like
know
that.
that my journey is bigger. And it's girls and guys looking at me like, damn, if she could do it and for this long and she's still finding ways to reinvent herself, stay relevant, keep winning, like, okay,
And it's
what,
undisputed.
yeah, undisputed, but it's like now it's a blueprint. You have many different blueprints with all the undisputed champions,
Mm-hmm.
girls who may not have belts, but they have amazing careers, amazing visibility. So it's more opportunities for these guys and girls now.
Yes, indeed. And thank God that when you lost that first fight, you didn't say, forget it. You know what I mean? You kept going on. Just like Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins lost his first fight too. And look how great he became. And the
Well,
same thing with you.
I'm divine order. That's all I can say. And I don't know, it may sound like a hippie. It's just my mindset. I'm just really out there.
Mm-hmm.
But divine order because Bernard Hopkins is a mentor, very close friend of mine. He's like
Mm.
an uncle to me. Like we chill, we talk, and he basically vouched for me. And I won my first world title when I fought on a Golden Boy card and I beat their fighter and then turned around a few months later, he gave me a shot along with Oscar, Eric, and the rest of the team.
Mm-hmm.
But he was self-managed for about 90% of my career. I was self-managed up until 2 years ago. So I became multi-time world champion, put myself in positions. I had people I would bounce ideas off of, but like you said, him and I are very parallel. He's
Mm-hmm.
very
Cause
out.
you said y'all both was self-managed, because Bernard was just like you. Yeah, and that's good to the people to see that, because sometimes you don't need all that. You don't need all the stuff that be taking all the money out your pocket in boxing. You know what I mean?
You know what? You learn, you
Mm-hmm.
live, and the type of person he is and the type of person I am, we go getters. And from different circumstances, when you have to fight for yourself, nobody's going to go harder for you like you go for you. But
Mm-hmm.
we took the knowledge, we did the homework, we got people around us, you know what I'm saying, that
Mm-hmm.
are the best in us. But as you do progress, you get people who have that experience under their belt. It is good to have a good manager like Peter Kahn.
Mm-hmm.
He, he's an amazing man. And we got some announcements coming out.
Okay.
But if you're going to have somebody in your pocket, you're going to have somebody helping you navigate. Make sure they're a good person.
That is so true. That is 100% true.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with having good people around you, without a
Hmm.
doubt. Well, when you make that announcement, let me know now. I like to put it out there too, okay?
Of course, of course, of course.
All righty. Let's jump into some stuff that's happening in the world of boxing today, and I want to pick your brain with it. We got a big fight coming up this weekend. We got David Benavidez fighting Caleb Plant. Give me your breakdown of that fight and your prediction.
I feel it's going to be an explosive fight. I came up with Caleb in the amateurs. Like basically most of the guys who's like peaking and doing big things, I box with them. But Caleb's a nice person.
I hear that all the time.
He's a sweetheart. He's a sweetheart. He really came from humble beginnings, and even when he was dealt like bad cards, he played them and did what he have to do. And he's one of the good guys who definitely deserves everything he has now. Shout out to him and Jordan and the baby. But I think because Caleb has that experience, he had that Canelo experience, and he won good till he got caught at the end. He really was outboxing him, and I think Benavidez is a great fighter too. He's a monster. But I saw some things when he fought Anthony Durrell. Was that Anthony, right?
Yeah.
And Anthony was outboxing him. And then you see what Caleb did to him. And he's a cool guy too. That's my guy too. But I feel like Caleb's experience, his level competition, and all this drama that's going on outside.
Oh my goodness. It's definitely selling it.
Yeah, it's real ratchet right now. So I love my guy. I'm gonna go with Caleb.
Okay. That's what's up. All right, I got another one for you. This is my particular favorite. You got Stephen Fulton against Inoue, the monster, another monster.
I seen Cool Boy come up, and he's actually matured a lot, and he's been in some good fights. I'm rooting for everybody black.
I know that.
He Black and American, so I want him to bring it back to Philly. He has the ability, and he's been proving people wrong. And I mean, he's a monster too. Like, realistically, just long as it's different when you go to somebody else's backyard and fight.
Yeah, they're going to Japan.
You gotta have a certain mindset because those fans are ruthless. I've experienced plenty of times. That's the only thing I could see, and I feel like he's locked in. I feel like he can adjust, but who have we seen like Inoue fight like a slick fighter? Who has he fought?
Nope.
And that's the difference.
Everybody he's fought has been straight up and down. He's actually, and when I say this, people get mad at me when I say this, but he's never fought a black fighter. But he said that first. He said, I've never fought a black fighter or sparred him. So this will be something new for me. I've said that. And in my comments, I get all types of stuff,
Matter. I mean, Nonito, maybe prime Nonito. Nonito's a beast. You saw how he was taking those young guys out, and that's experience and ability. I feel like and that's my guy too. Like for these conventions, but I feel like he probably didn't have like the best camp or something. But he did show some things. They fought once or twice.
Twice. The first fight was way better. Nonito gave him hell. The second fight, it didn't work out for Nonito.
Yeah, but I think he like showed some things in the first fight.
Yes.
And that Fulton can watch and just implement it in his own way. Like I never say, just go out there, try to fight like you, but just implement it because it's the same crap, different toilet. But yeah, I'm telling you that experience is different. Just like Canelo, love him to death. I'm just a creature of love. So if I say that a lot, it's because
that's okay. That's okay, sis. I'm the same way. So I got where you're coming from.
Yeah, but you saw what happened when he fought Mayweather. you saw what happened
When who fought
for
Mayweather?
Canelo,
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
the black boy style. Even though Caleb isn't black, God forgot to color him in.
They
But
call him white chocolate though.
telling you, God forgot to color him in. But he has that style. And Bivol was like, he's a European fighter, but he had the you know what I'm saying? He was slick. I feel like we'll get to see what NUI is really made of fighting a person like Fulton.
That is
And Fulton
true.
showed more like, even though he's slick, but he do know how to run numbers. He lets his hands go when he needs to. I
Hmm.
think he has showed more of his arsenal.
Nice, nice. Last one I'm gonna ask you about. I already know the answer to this because he's a homeboy.
No.
Gervonta Tank Davis, Baltimore bred, against
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia.
I mean, honestly, it's a good fight. I really be trying to figure out what Ryan do be hitting him. He do be knocking people out, right? But
He has a puncher's chance.
yeah, but Tank got too many levels, and he a goon, like,
Mm.
and he loves
He
that.
is a goon.
He loves that, like, he loves that, and I don't think Ryan built like that. He ain't gonna bite harder than Tank. That's all
Yeah.
I know.
And
And Tank can box.
mhm.
He lets his hands go, but like you said, Ryan has a puncher's chance. But I I put all my faith in Tank.
Yeah. One thing about Tank, man, Tank still got stuff in the toolbox we haven't even seen yet. You know what I mean? He's been able to just get people out of there, with that punch. But, he brought out a little teeny bit of it when he fought Isaac Cruz because he hurt his hand. So he ended up had to box the rest of the fight. But there's so much more to Tank that people just don't understand. And like Floyd used to always say, it's levels to this. You know,
And
Tank, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Mm-mm.
Well, I mean, especially seeing him from being young, like, young. And I'm just so proud of him and how he's matured and how he seemed like, even though he go through his things outside, when heavy is the head that wears the crown. And people are always gonna be coming for you and stuff, but he seems like he's in a better place and he's just becoming a man, and I'm proud of him. And he's
Mhm.
subtle.
Taking control of his career now, making his own decisions, fighting who he wants to fight.
Yeah,
I like that.
I mean, who, you know, I when it comes to Baltimore, like, I've done historic things and I'm like basically the most accomplished, but the way he puts the city on his back, the
Mhm.
way he uplifts other people, that's commended, and I'm proud of him.
And he got a beautiful coach behind him. Coach
Yeah.
Calvin is just a great guy. I have never heard anybody say anything bad about this guy. You know what I mean? And then being around him, I understand why. You
I
know what I
mean,
mean?
mature too. I mean, you gotta understand, Calvin wasn't like a super student. He learned, and he was like, if I don't know, I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna get somebody. I love his hustle. He took
Hmm.
he took things from his life and applied it to boxing. Tank was his product, and he pushed it, and he believes in it, and now the world is buying it up. So I respect him because that's his boy, and he sticks behind him and the other fighters too.
Damn near the face of boxing.
Mm.
It's almost there.
Tank is his world. He do what he got to do, and it just keeps going higher and higher for him.
I know that's right. All right. Well, I'm going to ask this question. I don't know if you're able to answer it yet, but what's next for Miss Cruz?
Well, I have some things working. Uh,
Hmm.
as I said, being a female boxer in my position, it's always a struggle. But when you're a Renaissance woman, time waits for nobody. So I have some announcements coming soon. You just gotta be patient. Hopefully, announcement for my next fight, but boxing related things I have coming very soon.
Hmm.
Um, I'm getting into music, back into music.
That's
So
what I meant to speak to you about. I
yeah,
just seen a recent clip of you in the booth and everything, and found out that you sing, and you also, and I also knew that you sung. That's how you really got into boxing and everything.
Yeah.
Can I put you on the spot?
Yeah, well,
Come
not
on.
right.
Just give me just a little something.
No, not
Or
right
one of
now.
your favorite songs. Just a little bit. A couple of bars. Come on now. Come on.
Heart starts beating triple time with thoughts of loving you on my mind.
Ooh, silky sultry. Okay.
Yeah, this is like sleepy,
No,
tired.
that you can sing. How they say you can sing.
Yeah, so I had some beats and I got my followers on Twitter and Instagram to pick what title. So I challenged myself from the time I posted it to the time I was going to go to the studio in the morning for them to pick what title, and I would have to write a song. So I did that. I came up with Don't Waste My Time, which was the forever title. And it's hot. It's hot. And I just can't wait. I'm going to get this EP out this year. Saturday, I'm going to walk in a fashion show. Usually I design, but I'm going to design my attire and walk in a fashion show. I'm applying pressure all 2023 and beyond.
And you write too.
Oh yeah, write, arrange. I could write for other people.
Okay.
But my goal is I want to be like a Queen Latifah. I wrote my first college paper on her and got an A, but I want to be like a Queen Latifah, a Jamie Foxx, a Jennifer Lopez, just, a mogul. They never let anybody put them in a box, and they were exceptionally well at everything they did. I believe I can get a Grammy. I believe, in the arts, I know that I can like make noise. Business, I got a degree in it and I have announcements. I know I'm going to make noise. So, sometimes the boxing community doesn't receive me the way I would think or the way they receive other fighters of my caliber. But it's not my job to make them love me. I'm going to do what I do. Everybody will catch up eventually.
Like you said, what's for you will be for you.
Of course. Of course.
Yes, indeed.
And show that's what's going to happen. I'm going to write and arrange the music. I'm going to design the clothing. I'm going to promote the show myself. And then I'm going to have a fight.
Nice. Well, I tell you what, whatever you do, send it to me and I'll put it on my platforms. So, my stories and all that stuff, so every little helps.
Yeah, of course. Support means everything.
No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. Well, I tell you what, let everybody know what social media platforms they can find you at. And also, as you have the camera right now, say whatever you want to say to your fans.
Well, first of all, F the click you claim. No.
Uh-oh.
Tupac jumped out.
I like it because I wasn't expecting it.
I'm a Gemini, so that was a little Kanye, Tupac. You gotta bear with me.
I'm married to a Gemini, so I understand.
You know the vibes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just thanks for having me on. I'm still your undisputed champ, the first ever in history. I'm still that girl. And they really can't fuck with me. And like, stop playing because I'm not one of them.